Mabuhay, PNAMN family. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is the unstuffing of my completed savings challenges. I haven't forgotten about this video. It's just a matter of when my husband will release the video. But I have a special guest here today, which is dun 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 dun. So my husband, he's right here on my right side.
Is that how you do it? Wait, how come when I do that, it doesn't do it? How do you do that?
What? Like you just slide it in?
And then,
No,
when you open your hands, how come I don't have words? It doesn't do that.
You already know, so he will be helping me today. And as some of our viewers request, we are going to answer questions that they have for us. So, honey, my husband, would you like to greet our new friends and our family who has been supporting us?
Yes.
Okay. So, by the way, you guys, I just want to say thank you for participating in this Q&A while we unstuff our completed savings challenges. I didn't think they will be interested in participating, but I see our friends left us questions, and this wouldn't be possible without you guys. I thought I was just, going to unstuff by myself like in my past videos and just be fast forwarding most of the video because I'm not really the type who can keep up with the storytelling unless there's something that needs to be addressed. So let's get started with the question. So if the questions are directed to me, then I will answer, and if the question is directed to my husband, he will answer. And I am a little bit nervous, guys, with, my husband being here when I'm filming, and he knows that.
How do we begin?
Okay, you guys, so I have here my 2023 Savings Challenges tracker where, I write down the list of the savings challenges that I've done, when it was completed, and the amount goal. What we're going to do is unstuff individual savings challenges and count the goal amount and fill out the paper. So I will just add up the total at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and start off with my scratch off savings challenge. And we're going to begin with our first question or questions from our friend. Her name is Victoria Fenton Hulahan. Okay, so let me go ahead and take this out first. Okay, honey, so please help me unstuff. So her question is, how old are you and your hubby, and is your regular weekly paycheck just hubby's or both of yours combined, seeming though it's always more than $1,000 a week? Okay, I am currently 43 years old, and I'm turning 44 this December, and my husband just turned 44.
Don't remind me.
Okay, so about regular paycheck, it's mainly his ever since I stopped working retail, but I contribute monthly from my Etsy sales. Okay, so for the second question is from Laura Burleson. Okay, and she asks, what do you and your husband do for a living? Okay, so for myself, I have a small Etsy business selling budgeting supplies and creating content while help raising our kids full-time. And my husband?
Oh, well, for me, my official title at my company is a marketing data manager. You know, titles really don't explain what it is that I do. But in short, I manage a team of data scrubbers in 3 continents: United States, Australia, and in India. And what their main function is to create leads for our company that help our sales department. What I also actually do is I manage a lot of the reporting and business intelligence for the sales department. So I create a lot of reports, dashboards, focusing on KPIs that they want to know, and I build dashboards on them. I think that's the easiest, most simplest way to explain what it is that I do.
Okay, so the next question is from our friend Rosa King. So I just want to say hi, Rosa. I know she's always watching. She's like always leaving me comments. And guys, Rosa King, she has a YouTube channel in Spanish. She does also a variety of stuff and cash stuffing. And she also does have an Instagram account under Rosa King. Okay, so her question is, how did you meet? How do you see yourself in 5 years? What motivated you to start saving? What is your hobby? Do you speak Spanish? And what is your favorite food? We met through my cousin. I was with someone at the time. Then years later, we started dating. In 5 years, I envision us as homeowners. I'm putting it out into the universe to make it happen. Our kids will be able to enjoy their own space. My business should be continuing to expand, possibly try new things like creative wise. That there. Put it up there. It originally started with the idea of getting out of debt. From there, I saw cash stuffing as a way to budget our money to start out of debt. When you have control of your money, you can set like bigger goals. And for us, it included saving for a house, our kids' college funds, emergency fund. You know, when you don't have debt, like the possibilities are endless. Like you can choose what you want to do. Any thoughts?
5 years from now, short-term goals. Looking, of course, like my wife said, that we want to be able to get home, which will lay a foundation, and from there we can build on that. You know, hoping to make more money, save more money, and grow more money through our investments.
And okay, so my hobby, Rosa, my hobby, I like watching cash stuffing videos. I used to make budgeting tools for fun, but now that, you know, become a business, sharing experiences with our kids, taking them places and doing things, because before when I was working, I didn't have time for any of that. You know, they were just stay-home kids. I don't speak Spanish. What else? Oh, when I was growing up, I like Italian food, but you know, since I've been with my husband, he'd showed me like a lot of different foods that I like now, like, you know, Japanese, Korean, Thai, Mediterranean, Indian, Cuban, you know, like whatever I'm craving for at the moment, that's my favorite. Okay, so with the scratch off savings challenge, this should be $2,500. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and count this, and I'm gonna need my calculator so I can get my accurate amount. At the same time, my husband is filming. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,700, 51, 52, 53, 5,400, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 82, 280, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We save $2,500. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and write $2,500. I guess I will just write the date later on because I don't remember when I completed the savings challenge. All right, so now we can move on to the next one. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and unstuff now my YouTube savings challenge. And while my husband count the money, I'm going to get my sheet ready. We're going to go ahead and answer the next question. So this one is from LP Marie 1148. Her question is, how long have you been cash stuffing and what made you want to try it out? So I started June of last year, 2022. So about a year. It started when I saw cash stuffing videos and I realized that there was another way to manage your finances with physical money instead of just, swiping your card and checking your balance online. And then finding out, you can make cute envelopes. So it was all the motivation I needed. Oh, you're done. So, okay, so the total is 871.
$871.
So, thank you, 871. Okay, you guys. I like that. The next one is the Bingo Savings Challenge. We're going to go ahead and unstuff this. Maybe you should count this money, and I will answer the next question. Okay, so this one is from our friend. She's also like constant on our comment feed. She said, or her question was, did you ever get the luggage? I know that currently your goal is to purchase a home. Have you put a timeline on that? Once you've accomplished or met the goal, do you have another goal or will your budget pretty much stay the same? Yes, we got the luggage and then, everyone started giving us luggage.
Yeah, I think we got about like 3 extra pieces because everyone was buying luggage for the trip and they didn't need all those extra pieces, so then they just gave it to us. So I think we have our complete set now. I think with the home buying timeline, it all depends on the current market situation because if you guys are looking like we are right now, interest rates are kind of like at a crazy all-time high. And not to mention that the value of the homes have gone up to like what the sellers are asking for. They kind of put us in a position where we're going to get less home than what we could have got had we started our search back in 2020. So depending on certain factors, the home, the interest, and the price, if everything meets what we need, then we should be purchasing around that time. But we won't be waiting too long though,
Yeah. So once we completed the goal, the budget cannot stay the same. So we're going to have to reassess the priorities. So in this case, making sure we have enough for the house payment while also saving for property taxes, insurance, and repairs. So I'm sure we'll be giving up some of the categories that we're saving for right now. Any goals we create, we talk about it ahead of time, but from there we create like a timeline and determine the process. So how are you doing there?
I think I lost count. 200. No, I got it. 200.
So should I move on or okay, we'll wait for you.
No, you can go on.
Okay.
Can I just say that?
Oh, it's okay. That's correct.
It's not easy. I don't know how you do this every week. And all you guys that are doing this every week, I don't know how you do it. To be thinking, to be filming, and to be counting at the same time. This is intense. I use a lot of computers at my job to do this. And you guys are manually doing this. This is crazy. Do I give it to you?
Okay, you guys. So this is going to be the last savings challenge, which is my 52 envelope savings challenge. I know some of you guys are like wondering like how much did we save in this box. So let's go ahead and find out. Okay, let me just take. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start unstuffing, and let's go ahead and proceed to the next question. This one is from Kay Stay on Budget. Oh, hi Kay. So she does have an Instagram and TikTok, but she doesn't have a YouTube. So sad. No, just kidding.
Message.
But she's also like constant. I also like see her constantly on our comment section. Okay, so her question is, who's more frugal? What's your dream vacation destination? You like pork or chicken adobo? Like, which is the best? What keeps you motivated to save? Okay, so this looks messy. Oh my god. Okay, so who's more frugal? So I think I'm more frugal. I think it's because I manage the budget.
Yeah, I think because I don't see it. I don't know how much we bring in or how much we're saving. I think that affects the way I think about our money. So you see it more on a daily basis, so you understand what we can spend, what our goals are, and what we need to be saving. So I think that makes you more frugal, but in a good way.
Okay, so dream vacation. So anywhere with all of our kids.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I mean, we spent most of the time not being able to afford vacation or even think about vacation with work. So being able to allow them to experience the world or just anything local would be a great dream vacation for all of us.
Yes, and okay, and she also said chicken or pork adobo. Ooh, adobo. Okay, so I love pork adobo more because the fat is more flavorful. What about you, babe?
Yeah, I like pork too, as long as it's pork belly. If you don't know what pork belly is, that's like Asian bacon. It makes it everything delicious. Anything with pork belly is delicious, and it brings out the flavor more than chicken. Sorry, chicken lovers.
Okay, and then what else? Oh, what keeps you motivated to save? So, my motivation is, the thought of going back. The thought of going back into debt, not having enough money when we need it is scary. Like living paycheck to paycheck is scary. But at the moment when things occur, even if, they're unplanned, we're ready for it. Plus, my husband, he thinks more of the future, which is why he's been taking care of the retirement funds.
Yeah, being able to not go back to the way it was before is an extreme motivation to continue to do what we do, because you have more opportunities when you don't have debt controlling every aspect of your life. You're not thinking about, oh, I can't go do this because, we have to pay the bills or that the credit cards do, I think that's a good motivation.
Thank you, Kay, for, asking that question. Okay, so the next question is my girl. I love her. She has a YouTube channel. She has an Instagram. She has a TikTok, and she also have Etsy shop. But it's under her YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is under Bahan Girl Budgets, and her Etsy is under Kimi's Budget. So I just want to say hi, girl. I always watch you. And her question is, now that you've consolidated your binders and envelopes, do you feel you can reach your goals quicker, or do you feel like you are missing out on saving for the other stuff? I've added to my binders recently and feel it is stretching my ability to stuff like I want.
Good question.
Okay, so I've tried having 7 to 8 binders, about 5 to 7 categories in each binders when I started, but we don't have infinite money.
Spoiler alert.
So, you're putting small amounts in each envelopes, and after a couple of months, you're no closer to your goals. So consolidating the binders, envelopes, and categories makes it easier to manage and save faster. I'm not really missing out because I've combined the goals into one pot. So for instance, oh, thank you for organizing this. So for instance, like my kids' individual envelopes, like their back to school awards, Halloween, birthdays, is all the same thing. Like we can just pull from that envelope when we need it. How you feel is what I went through, and that's how I decided to consolidate. So thank you for asking that question. And let's go ahead and proceed to the next question, which is our friend, Miss Debbie Mason. So she asked, where is your oldest son? Okay, where is our oldest son? So
Good
yeah, good question. Okay, so when he turned 18 and graduated high school, he joined the Navy, partly because he didn't see a way to pay for college, and he didn't want to be one of those kids who just went to college and had no goals. That was like our motivation why we wanted to save money for our little ones to go to college if they want to, so they don't have to join the service to get the money they needed. Now he's out and he's in college in California with the government paying for his education. He calls every week and we see him more often now. So he's watching now. Okay, so we're almost done on stuffing.
I think we're.
Okay,
I'm done
so
now.
we're
I'm
not
done.
done. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and proceed to the next question. I just want to make sure that we don't leave any money in the envelope. Okay, so this one is from our dear friend, also a little of it all. So she does have a YouTube channel and an Instagram. So hi, friend. I know she's watching us from time to time. Okay, so her question is, are you and your husband always on the same page about your budget? If not, how do you compromise? Girl, I'll be honest. Like, I'm a little weak when my family asks me for stuff.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with how we used to be prior to being able to pay off our debt and start cash stuffing. I guess we at this point are always on the same page. We're always constantly talking about goals. We're talking about the family finances. We always have discussions before we do something. If she has a goal in mind that she wants to achieve, she'll tell me about it. Or if I have something that I want to do with the money or with future money, I let her know. And that way, we're always on the same page and we know what we're doing, and there are no surprises. If there ever is a time that we don't agree, we usually come to a compromise. Maybe like we don't allocate everything to what I want to do, and we make sure it's maybe 50-50 that what she wants to do or what I want to do. Or if we don't do my stuff now, we do it later down the line and we plan for it.
Okay, you guys, so we're done unstuffing. So I think you should count the money. Count the money. I'll give you the calculator and I will write it down so I can go ahead and answer the next question. Again, from our friend, Escatone. Okay, So her other question is, how does your husband participate in the cash stuffing, if at all? What change has he noticed since you've started this process, and what change have I noticed? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so he participates by giving me the paychecks and getting out of my way. Don't lose count.
33, 34, 35.
So yeah, I'm sorry. That started cracking me up. So yeah, he participates by giving me the paychecks, and I tell him to get out of the way so I can calculate where I'm going to allocate his paycheck.
Right. I think I participate by being a good cheerleader and doing my part, not to spend all the cash, and not complain when when I don't get the things that I want. No, but honestly, I participate, I think, in a matter of supporting her in this decision to do cash stuffing, because I'll be honest, I don't like to handle money, finances, or stuff like that. It's not in my brain to be doing all this. It gives me I get nerve-wracking just trying to calculate the tip on a bill when I could just use the tip calculator. Even if I use the tip calculator, I get nervous that it might be wrong. So I think this is easier for her to do, so I support her in doing it. Does that make sense?
And she said, what have I noticed? So obviously, we have money. We don't worry about not being able to cover the little things, or not always having to say no to the kids. Never stressing or fighting about money. Even when we talk, we're having high level conversations about purchasing a home, interest rates, opportunities, when I started my business. My husband was the one to remind me that it was okay for me to quit my job because, we have the money to start my shop and we were secure financially.
I think, again, I want to just stress, I don't handle the money, and there's a reason why I don't handle the money, so there may be a possibility this could be wrong.
So you really think it's $44.90? Or, you can recount it one more time. I'm going to write it down. You can go ahead and count it one more time while I answer the next question. While he counts, I'm going to go ahead and answer another question from Kay, Stay on Budget. So her questions are, what's your favorite holiday? And what advice can you give for people feeling a little discouraged about cash stuffing? So for me, my favorite holiday is Christmas.
Sorry, I got it. Okay.
Do you have a favorite holiday?
Any day that we don't have to spend money? No, I think Christmas is fun. I think in part because of what the kids get out of it, the joy, the tradition of playing games with them, going to bed early, and the excitement on their face. I think Christmas has grown to be my favorite holiday since the kids have been around.
Okay, and advice on discouragement. So my advice is to keep going, guys.
Message.
The times it feels like it's the hardest should be your reminder of why you're doing this in the first place, so you're not in the situation again. So you need to look at why it's discouraging. Do you have many categories you're trying to save for? Narrow it down first by priority. You know what I mean? Are you in too much debt? You're gonna have to probably face that debt first before you put away for anything else. Or are you still spending money? Where can you cut back to save more money? I realize everybody's situation is different, but giving up shouldn't be an option.
Wait, what?
happened?
It says 4431 now.
4431. So let me go ahead and finish. So guys, so like I was saying, giving up shouldn't be an option. You know, even if you can only put like $1 away each time, eventually it grows. So that's better than not saving at all. Are we recounting here?
Okay.
My husband is making me crack up. Okay, let's go ahead and answer the last question. This one is from our friend Brenda Grotsky. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But she asked, do you do your own nails or go to the salon? So I do my own nails even when I worked. I did my own nails, and you know, it's just unnecessary to pay someone else to do it for me. But if you guys are curious, I leave my affiliate links in the descriptions below for everything I use. You know, it's a small way to help out the channel, but if you're interested in purchasing any of the items. So right now, guys, he's
Three different numbers. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
Okay, so he counted this 3 times and he gave me 3 different amounts. So I'm gonna go ahead and count it. And
believe it or not, I actually used to work for a bank. Used to is the keyword.
So while I count, maybe you can, I don't know, like keep them company.
Oh, can I answer that last question myself? Do I do my own nails or go to the salon?
Yeah. We don't have any more questions, so we're just gonna go. I'm just gonna go ahead and count this and see which is. All right. Do you have I don't know, like in a guy's point of view, what do you think about cash stuffing? Like, you know, talk to our friends.
I think from a perspective that's never seen this before, you hear about it and it's always correlated with Dave Ramsey. You know, and a lot of people are turned off by the idea with cash, and I don't know if it's because that seeing cash is triggering or, you know, it gets people upset, angry, but the outcome speaks for itself. I myself went through this not expecting anything because I tried it once a long time ago when I was actually managing the finances, and it didn't work out because no matter what I did, the numbers never added up, as you can see. It never adds up. So it gets frustrating. But I got to a point where I just allowed my wife to manage everything. It's like, look, this is easier to have you take the paychecks and distribute it as you need. I just need you to do certain things, like certain goals that I'm after. And she agreed, and here we are. And to be out of debt, you know, it's a great feeling. And I implore everybody to try your best to get out of your debt. And it took us a while. And you guys probably heard the story, you know, because I edit the videos. But it took us a while to get out of debt. But as we kept pushing forward towards that goal, eventually we got there, and it has been nothing but a blessing since.
Thank you. Okay, guys, so for our 52 envelope savings challenge, it was 4,440. Yeah, okay. Did you get that number earlier?
Maybe. I think that was the last number I got.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just add.
Even a broken clock is right once or twice a day. Okay,
you guys, we're just going to go ahead and add up all of this amount. So let's see just how much we've saved with the scratch off, YouTube, bingo, and 52 envelopes. So scratch off 2,500. For our YouTube savings challenge, we saved 871. For our bingo, $2,508. And the 52 envelopes, 4,440. Okay, so we have 10,390 19. So
wow, that's amazing.
so this is going to be deposited into our home fund saving account. So this year, we started off at $20,000 and we deposited 3,380 in February when we completed our 2K savings challenge and our 12-month weekly savings challenge. Wait, that's not the total. So this is just a total. So sorry about that. So 10,319 plus what we saved in February, which is a 2K savings challenge. So we can add $2,000 and our 12-month weekly challenge that was completed in March, 1,380. Oh, okay. So 13,699. All right. So I'm just
Even
gonna
more, wow.
no, I'm just gonna break it down.
Okay.
So we're going to deposit 10,319 for the scratch off YouTube bingo and 52 envelope savings challenge. But if we add the first two savings challenge that we completed in February and March, which is a 3,380, we have actually saved a total of 13,699. Oh, we're like $1 off. 100. No, 13,699 that we've saved from January to May.
And that's in 6 months?
Less than 6 months.
Wow, that's even more than I've contributed to our retirement.
And guys, remember, I still have my no spend, less spend savings challenge that not yet completed. So this challenge is my year-long savings challenge where, I give myself an allowance every week and I challenge myself on the no spend or less spend. If I have money left over, I roll it over into this challenge. I just want to see just how much I can save in a year, not overspending my allowance or my budget. So this one is not included in here. So yeah, I think that's it. So what do you think?
I think, yeah, that's pretty amazing, and I hope that's inspirational to anybody who doesn't believe that you can do any of this. You have to remember that we started in debt. We started what, in like, I think you say this all the time, like $29,000 in debt.
Yeah.
And we built it up to the point where now we are saving almost 13,000 in just 6 months. So for anybody who's in doubt, if you're what is the word? Like you're feeling discouraged, don't give up. As my wife has just told you, just keep going. Because eventually you will get there. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Just keep going and you will get there.
Yes. So guys, I just want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us by watching this video, and thank you for being a part of this video. Like, who knows if we'll ever do this again. But I hope that you guys enjoyed, and thank you for the well wishes. We will enjoy our vacation, right, hon? For sure.
Right, for sure.
But I will be catching up on watching your cash stuffing videos. You'll know because I'll be leaving you guys comments to know that I visited your page. So thank you for your support, always.
Don't forget to smash that like button with the power of 1,000 suns. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to PNAMN Family. And we will see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.